teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ole Miss offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Might be changing the route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air, it's Jamison. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Oh, it's a reverse. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was
racing down the left side. He's at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Barry. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone. But it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Finds his back in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly completed. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Jamison. Got the quick pass. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the marker. There we go. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The give on the inside. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few. 35-yard line. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. The Rebels want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. From the gun on third down. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Jamison. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Facing a third down is short from the 26. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Back to pass, it's Jamison. This time it's complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Pulls and fires complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
this offense. Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it, looking for a first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw again. He's got him this time. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Rice. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Snags it over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And at this point in the game, just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
The Rebels will punt this one away. Makes the catch at the 35. And the returner is stopped. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his tight end. And they're able to make the tackle. really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had...
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. To throw, it's Jamison. Punts it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He gets a block. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Look out, he's got room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last week, fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down.
He's got it. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can't get him to the ground. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They kick it away on 4th down. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Casey. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they have delighted these home fans offense here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Unleashes it on the run. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. To the air, it's Casey. Got it in the middle, it's McGooligan. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like,